Found some UFO sandals. These are really good.
Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Travis, and my wife Stacy and I, we go to garage sales, rummage sales, thrift stores, and we pick up undervalued items to flip for a profit on eBay. So today we're going to stop by a couple of thrift stores, see what we can find. First stop is over here at Goodwill. And usually when I enter, I go straight to like the glass case area, because usually that's where they keep some of the higher value items, or what they think is higher value items. So I'll go over there, I'll check for video games, and just kind of see what other things they have. Don't really see anything today, but now I'm going to head over to the electronics section, kind of looking through. So, almost looking for anything that kind of sticks out to me, something that's different that I don't see all the time. So, sometimes I'll pick up VCRs, things like that. Right here, I'm looking at these Maxwell tapes. They're, 90-minute tapes. They wanted $6 for 4 of them. Wasn't that great of a deal, so I had to leave them. Usually when I pick those up, I try to lot them together and sell them that way. So I'm looking at those speakers right there. I think I ended up looking those up. I think they wanted too much money, so I ended up leaving those. Kind of cruising through. I do see like some stereo cassette decks, and those can be good for pickup. Always just check the model number, see if they have a really good sell-through rate, because they can be hit or miss. And always with electronics, I would always try to test it there at the store, just make sure it powers on, and if you can find like maybe a cassette somewhere, if it is a cassette player or a CD, try to pop it in there and see if it actually plays. Right here on the bottom, there is this Yamaha system. I ended up looking up the model number, and I think they wanted just too much for this, so I had to leave it, as well as that Pioneer deck below it. They just wanted too much on both of those. Head over to the media area where they have, DVDs, they have some vinyl there, some VHS. So usually when I head over here, I'm looking for video games, certain DVDs, CDs. Right here I find this World of Warcraft PC game. Games in there, everything looks good, but they want $20 for it, and I was like, $20 seems kind of high, but I'm gonna comp it out anyways just to check. And as you guys can see, it's like $8.40. It's what it's listed for on eBay. So had to pass on that.
What's up? What you got?
These are the Mark Nason, the same as those boots. Remember that one we got?
Oh yeah.
3 pairs.
Mark Nason.
Yeah.
They look very nice.
Well, they have some stuff in the front. I don't know if you can clean that up. But they just...
So I find Stacy, she's looking at shoes. She finds these Mark Nason shoes. They had some scuffs, they had some marks on them, so I don't think we're gonna pick those up. And then she finds this Tommy Hilfiger like vest jacket. That was $13. We ended up comping this out, and surprisingly, it wasn't really going for that much money. Maybe it was the size, I don't know. It was a 3XL, so maybe it was because of the size, but just wasn't really selling consistently, so we had to leave it. Guys, don't sleep on plush. Every time I go to the thrift store, I'm always going to look at plush. So looking through these plush bins, seeing if I can find anything. Like I said, I'm always looking for things that I just don't see all the time. Might be unique, maybe look older, vintage. So I'm looking through here, and plush can be hit or miss. Sometimes you might find something, sometimes maybe not. So I'm looking through, don't really see anything today. So I'm going to pass on all the plush today, but always remember, check the plush, guys, because it could be great.
It's pretty.
Cruise over, find Stacy. She's looking at this blanket. It's a beautiful, looks like a hand-knit blanket. It has flowers on it. It's not reversible, but just really, really pretty. Had some really vibrant colors. So I think that we're going to pick this up. It did have a little stain on it somewhere, but something that I think that we could get out. So we're going to pick this up. I think it was a really good pickup. Headed over to the pots and pans area. So it's kind of cruising through, seeing if I can recognize, any brands that I might know or any sets that are there. It doesn't look too great as I'm looking right now. I also take a quick look at the silverware that's there. As you guys know, we have had great luck with silverware, so always looking for things that might be different or unique. I'll leave a link to that video down below of that silverware that we picked up that was worth over $1,000, because that was a phenomenal pickup. Just giving you guys kind of an overview of this section right here. So, these sections you gotta really kind of go through and kind of, look at everything, because there could be hidden gems, in this area, like of the, little figures and things like that. So anything, like I said, that I see that I just looks different, I'm just going to pick it up, check it out, see what kind of markings that they have. So I'm not really seeing anything here, but like I said, there's a lot of things. So you have to kind of take your time through these areas and kind of go through everything. A little further down the aisle, I do see this Pyrex bowl right here. It's kind of like, I wouldn't call it milk glass, but it's like semi-transparent. So taking a look at it, looks like it's in really good shape. It was $5. I ended up comping it out, but it really wasn't going for that much, which I was surprised at because it was in really, really good condition. But, a lot of times, you always got to check the patterns on these Pyrex bowls or plates or Corel plates. So the pattern, really matters. So if you guys find a popular pattern, it can definitely be worth picking up. Over the next aisle, I see these hats. There are two of the same hats. They're called Truck Fit. So two of them, they look brand new. They want $10 a piece for these hats, which is kind of high for hats, but I was like, you never know, so I'm gonna comp them out regardless. So I ended up pulling up the eBay app and I comp it out. And sure enough, they were only going for like $15, $20, so had to leave those. Cruising by the mug section, coffee mug section, mug life, as Gary Vee would say. Always got to check out coffee mugs, man, because there can be some real gems. Looking up this cup, it's like a soccer mom cup. I was kind of surprised because it looked older, vintage, and it was only, listed for $10. I was like, man, I thought it was going to be a great pickup, but not so much, so had to leave that. So Stacy just found this Trolls doll, brand new in the package. It says Trolls Onyx. It's a Target exclusive. Brand new in the package. It's $2. And it's from like 2005. So when I tried to scan it, it wouldn't pull up, but for $2, we're gonna go ahead and pick it up. So the next thrift store I went to was a Salvation Army. Cruising through the DVDs real quick right when I walk in. There was that Dora Let's Go color and like kid shows. Right here's a Care Bear show, so like, all right, that might be, good for pickup. End up comping it out, and it doesn't go for anything. It goes for like $3. But, like I said, if I see older things, I'm always going to check it out because you just never know.
Found some UFO sandals. These are really good.
Stacy found these sandals. They're called UFOs, and these type of sandals can be really good for pickup. So we're definitely going to grab those. So I head over to the book section, taking a look at all the books. As you guys know, I try to find books by the same author, and then we'll try to lot them up that way. I look for Stephen King sometimes. It just really depends. But if I see a lot of books that have the same author, I'm going to comp it out, and then usually I'll get them and list them that way. We're over here looking at these mugs. It looks like they go together. Really cute mugs. And then Stacy finds this Disney mug, and we've had some good luck with Disney mugs. This one looks a little bit older. It says this is from the 25th Walt Disney World maybe anniversary cup, and I'm comping it out. It's going for like $15 free shipping, so that's really like about $10 or so. I think they wanted a couple bucks for the mug, so we had to leave it. But I mean, if it was at like a garage sale for a quarter, we definitely would have picked it up. We also find this like Bradford exchange, like it's like a Disney castle, but it's missing the top spires for it. So it's supposed to light up. There's no power cord with it. So that could have been a really good pickup, but it was just missing too many pieces, so we had to leave it. Checking out some of the Christmas items over here on this shelf. We love picking up Christmas items. They can be really good for resale, especially during the holiday time. But Christmas items do sell all year. So just taking a look, seeing what's there. Stacey's got a couple items in her hand. But on one of the lower shelves, I see these little glasses. Really, really pretty. Looks like it has a holly design around the rim. Just look like really nice glasses. I end up comping them out. They weren't really going for that much. But usually when I see sets of glasses, I'm always going to look it up. So right before we check out, Stacy finds this Figs scrub top. She couldn't find the scrub bottoms, but this was a top. So, be on the lookout for Figs. They're pretty popular for scrubs. So we're definitely going to pick this up.
Always find the best stuff.
Alright guys, so the thrift stores weren't really that great today. Goodwill didn't really have that many things, and a lot of the items that they had were overpriced. Have you guys been running into that lately? Like at your Goodwills, are they kind of pricing things up a little bit higher than they normally do? Because I feel like that's kind of going on. So let me know in a comment down below if you guys are seeing that as well. Salvation Army, it was okay. There was a couple things, but not spectacular. So sure enough, Stacy coming through again. She's on the Facebook Marketplace, kind of scrolling through, and she finds this person who is selling all of these Department 56 Christmas in the City, like little village accessories, buildings. They had all these different kinds. They had like the police station, they had Rockefeller Center with a skating rink, they had a cathedral, I think it was St. Paul's Cathedral, Radio City Music Hall, things like that. So she had a lot of different ceramic figurines and buildings. So we messaged her, we asked her, is this still available? She said yes. So we went over there. Always remember guys, when you're looking at these ceramic figurines and buildings, that there's no cracks in them. that all the pieces are there, because if there is chips or there's pieces missing, it can really affect the value of these items. So always make sure to check for that. So this lady had most of the boxes for all of the figurines and the buildings, which is really key because trying to ship these without like their original styrofoam inserts can be really tough. So you know, you're gonna have to use a lot of bubble wrap and kind of package it really carefully, but when you have the original box and the styrofoam inserts, it makes it way easier. So for the most part, all of the buildings and the figurines were in good condition. Some of them did have some cracks, some of them did have some chips, but like I said, overall they were in very good condition. So we ended up picking up all of the Christmas in the city, like village accessories and the buildings. I think we spent around $300 for them, but I think this can be a really good pickup. And like I said, Stacy always coming through to save the day. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and now I'm going to show you what everything is worth.